Namaste, my beautiful queens. I do not have rings on me. They are packed somewhere in this humongous suitcase of mine. You have been with me, some of you have been with me for years. So this particular room, this particular table, this love word I think came in about 2018. I've started this channel at the end of 2017. It's hard to believe that it had been that long, and it was always this very location. It was this table, it was a candle here. I'm not lighting it right now because the air conditioner is down for last week, and you won't believe the temperature in here. It is about 81, 82 right now. It's gonna be even more because I am in Florida, but there is not much I can do now. And so all this environment you see here, this is going to be a last video from this environment. Hopefully, and I am sure, I am sure 99% that it's not going to be my last video on this channel. But exactly in 3 days, I am leaving this house, I am leaving this city, I am leaving this country. I am going, I'm going to be driving first to Miami. It's about 5 hours from here. I'm going to fly to Istanbul. From there, I will fly to Chisinau, Moldova, and from there, it's going to be 3-4 hours driving to my hometown, Odessa, Ukraine. The plan is it's, like there is an expression, if you want to make gods laugh, tell them about your plans. This is so far the plan. The plan is to stay in Odessa for some time, probably a month or two. There are things I need to do there. And then to fly to another country, which is the former republic of country of my childhood, Soviet Union, the USSR, country called Georgia and city called Batumi. What I can tell you is, as soon as I have a flat surface like this, I am very tempted to actually squeeze these flowers in my suitcase. As soon as I can find a flat surface and I can put this velvety thing here and I can have internet there, I'm going to continue working for you, hopefully helping you, inspiring you, making you laugh, making you maybe sometimes sad, because I can show you the truth you already know, because you know that in this channel I tell you what it is. And sometimes if I tell you you are dealing with a narcissistic psychopath and you know it, you already know that you do, but you might become angry that I also tell you that. So all the rings are packed already. So I will talk to you and I will keep on filming when I have an opportunity like this. As I said, if I have flat surface and if I'm not gonna have this, I cannot take it across the world with me, the word love here, because it's very heavy and I already have a very heavy suitcase. But probably I'm gonna take this. I will see. It's so hot in here now. So this is going to be my last video in this environment, which you see right now, but we need to keep on moving on. I want to thank you very much for all the beautiful and less beautiful, more beautiful years you've been with me. I treasure what I'm taking with me is your written by hands cards and letters which you send me, because those are my biggest treasure. Before I go, what I want to tell you, I want to tell you many things, but I've done this video before, and it's called Why You Have to Have Your YouTube Channel. And I want to say to you now, why you, particularly you must have YouTube channel. No matter what you are going to share in your videos, whether you have abilities and knowledge how to record and beautifully edit the videos. Unfortunately, I do not know how to do that. So my videos are very simply done. There is a camera here and there is me here. If I knew how to add some beautiful things, I would. But why you? Because your soul, you have to understand this one thing. You have to engrave this thing inside of your skull, inside of your heart, on your each blood cell. There are many, many souls incarnated into the physical, into this body. There are many men and women with different talents, with different abilities, with different everything. But there is only one like you. There is literally no one like you in the whole existence, in the multiverse, in anything. There is only one of you. Only one of you. You cannot be repeated. With all the experiences and lives you lived, all the earths, planets, dimensions, and levels you lived and experienced, it's all very unique. So imagine this. Out there in the world, there is one person or two or three or five who will only start doing things in a good way for themselves if they hear it from you. From you. I don't care what you talk about. You turn on your camera, show how you make your favorite dish. Tell about the book you've read. Tell about your own life experience which taught you something. Talk about the dog you adopted and how it changed you and the dog. Talk about your kid. Talk about the moon, the stars, the people you met, those who made you stronger by hurting you, those who made you stronger by healing and giving you warmth and understanding. Just talk, sing if you want, because it can be 5 people who hear your video, but among those 5 people will be one who is gonna start doing something right because you have said it. Why? Because your voice has this specific energy and frequency which opened up the key to their heart, to their true self. What are we? We are all gods. We are all having divine origin. If I take this candle and take a little piece from it, you are the part of the source of God, of the source of creation. You are having divine origin. You are not separated from divine origin. So you, your voice, your words, your vibe, has something extremely specifically having the possibilities to touch this one person. You can be in one part of the world, that person can be maybe my voice right now awakening something in you, because my voice does have this if you go into studying numerology, especially if you combine numerology and astrology, you will see that it's already in programmed your specific gifts and abilities. For example, I've been given this numerology chart, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, and I read it and I put it away somewhere. And while I was putting things together and giving away so many things, I've been in this house for 15 years, I had to stop and laugh, because one sentence says you have a specific vibration to your voice capable to awaken the true memory of a true source in people. So you can do it, because you are the key to someone's memory. You are the key to someone's talent. You are the key to someone's inspiration. You know, I'm looking at this, it's what is playing now is the Shiva mantra right now, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful painting of Shiva, of Mahadev, Har Har Mahadev. So please just don't wait. Promise me you're gonna do it. I already told you, write a book. I already told you, have a blog, write something, share, because it's in your head. In this neglected, criticized little girl, she was told she's no worth of anything. But it's not true. You think, oh, you're not ready. You think you don't have much important to share. You think you don't know how to. It's not true. You can change your voice, make a different voice, I don't know, with all kinds of programs. You can do it anyhow, but share your experiences and your knowledge with others. Because for someone, you are the answer. You are the key which opening the door to their true understanding, true life purpose, and true finding their true self. Not the self created by family, society, rules, and everything else, but the true original self. So, you know what? Let's do a little reading. What your higher self and your guides and keepers want you to know. Again, this will be the last video in this environment. I'm going to be traveling in another part of the world, and I will be located in part of the world which is not very safe right now. But if any part of the world, I already told you, is going to have this the table the table, and I can do this, I'll do it from anywhere. What your higher self and your guides want you to know right now. Choose set of card from 1 to 3. So choose set of card number 1, set of card number 2, or set of card number 3. So what your higher self wants you to know right now. Set of card number 1. Sorry for the light. It's so hot in here. Set of card number 2. Set of card number 3. Quickly, what your higher self wants you to know right now. Let us see. Set of card number 1. You are an empress, the holder of the secrets of life. And right now, in nearest 3 months, those little steps you are going to make towards yourself and towards your powers are gonna bring you incredible, wonderful results. Just please, 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 please make those steps. When you were little, you unfortunately had what Professor of Psychology Susan Forward wrote 2 books about. First book is called Toxic Parents, and the second book called A Mother Who Cannot Love. Even if she gave you food, even if she gave you a roof over your head, you were never given unconditional love, probably some conditional, but that's not love. Unconditional love, acceptance, understanding, and embracing you for who you are. And it got stuck in your head. It created your subconscious. So now you find it very hard to believe that you deserve. You don't allow yourself to deserve. You don't allow yourself to have. When great things coming into your life, you are becoming terrified. If a good man comes into your life, you're not going to believe because your subconscious chooses what's familiar. What do I mean? If you as a child, especially from age 2 to age 4, you were treated coldly and emotionally, you weren't giving a lot of hugs and a lot of love and a lot of my beautiful girl, things like this. You were ignored, neglected. Then it made and created your subconscious. So when you meet a wonderful man who is ready to give you love and respect and everything else, you don't choose this man. You run away from him because it's unfamiliar. Our subconscious chooses what's familiar. Our subconscious chooses what is familiar. Good man with respect and love and giving and sharing is not familiar. So you don't go for it, but you go for absolutely wrong type of men, which I've created so many videos about. Narcissistic, psychopathic, manipulative, and you believe you're going to change them with your love. No. Sam Vaknin, you have to write this name on the wall. How many times I've shared him with you. He'll explain you everything. They don't change. So you need to finally start looking at who you are. And you're an empress, a goddess. A goddess is Persephone, is an empress. When you shine, the world around you is shining. When you're happy, people around you happy. You're full of gifts. You're full of talents. You're full of creativity. You are a real, true feminine power. You are creative power, who also possesses wisdom, whose emotions are healing, who knows how to love, who knows how to give, who is very generous. But you're cutting yourself all the time from all goods coming into your life because you don't believe you deserve. You don't allow yourself to even want. Let yourself, allow yourself, tell yourself, I deserve. Write yourself a letter. Write a letter to your neglected mother, whenever she is, wherever she is. Read the book by Susan Forward, Mothers Who Can't Love. She gives the specific techniques how to deal with it. But Empress is an earthy one also. Empress can bring her talents into wonderful material success. You can do it all. Start with small steps. Start with small steps. This is the message for number 1. See, I cannot just go into this unknown new chapter of my life without giving you some messages. I just wouldn't feel good, my beautiful queens. Patreons, girls, the same thing. Now, my beautiful Patreon supporters, thank you very much for your support. I will, as soon as I can, I will be back with you. Number 2. Okay, to save time, everything I just said about the Empress, literally everything I just said about the Empress, you will match these expressions which I just said, those words I just said. Queen of Cups is very similar in energies to the Empress, and the Page of Wands is your spark, which needs to be shining there, needs to be sparkling there. You probably have your water sign with ascendant or rising sign in Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. So it's your fiery energy which exists in your water energy. So your capability of this igniting, am I saying this word correctly? You are capable to ignite the spark in people. If you ever were thinking to change your profession, to change your way of career, this would be wonderful if your profession and your work were not connected with deep emotional matters. What I mean, the profession and true spiritual path of Queen of Cups is someone who can find a compromise between two opposing each other parts. For example, like to being a diplomat. Also, it's someone who is very deep and who is connected with anything creative, like music, like poetry, like writing, like theater, like cinema, the industry of rest. So anything where you're gonna help people to feel good, to feel alive, to feel the joy in life. But the most important power in you, please hear me, the most important power in you is helping people in very difficult physical and spiritual hardships. Psychology, social workers, Reiki healer, massage therapist, energy healer, meditation, hold your own spa where you will teach people to heal their own bodies, spa for the soul. If you teach people, if you teach children to dance, or like art therapy, to create paintings, through creativity, you can heal. Esoterics is also yours. But especially you can work with women and children who's been through a lot. Women in domestic violence, women abused, women who had been treated terribly. My God, you have it all in you, but many of you didn't really use it. So this is a really big message for you. It's time to ignite the spark in you and ignite this spark in others. And the last one, the message from your guides. Oh my God. There is 2 messages here. Primitive message, simple message. You are a secret woman. Welcome to the club. Of a King of Cups. Who is the King of Cups? Obviously. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. High Priestess. You are a secret woman. And a secret woman, you see, because it's a higher priestess, does not does not often mean that you are a third party. Sometimes it does. High priestess comes as a third party, so you are in relationship with a married man. But the thing is, high priestess is so above the physical realm that it can be that you are not in physical relationship with him. So, if you are in love with the King of Cups, who is not free, or the King of Cups is in love with you, you are free, you're both not free, he's not free, you're not free, anyway. What you need to know that if you do have any hopes for nearest future, I always say it's about a year, nearest future for this coming into the physical. This ain't, like people say, ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it's correctly to say it's not gonna happen, but it's ain't gonna happen. But if you become upset about it, no. You have been awakened for your true power by this man. And he had been awakened by you. You met him and kaboom, the world collapsed. Broke to little tiny little pieces. If you read my book, I just want you to remember, then you understand what I'm talking about. Love is the fastest way to awaken you to your true self. It's painful as hell, but it's a better way by higher self to awaken you to your true self than to awaken you through a serious illness, for example. It's I think it's a better way, but it depends how you look at it. So your influence onto this man is enormous. You awaken him and changed a lot in him, even if he doesn't tell you this and doesn't show it to you. But his role to awaken you to your true high priestess self is hard to imagine. And of course you are from soul group, from so-called primary soul group. If you want to know what is primary soul group, you can read my favorite in the world book, which called The Journey of Souls and Destiny of Souls by Michael Newton. How to tell you, you came here to this world. The goal was not to be happy just as the earthy woman. You are not an earthy woman. Starseed, light walker, a crystal carrier, so on. If you never heard of light walkers, I doubt it, or you never heard of starseeds. Indigo light starseed, the Blu-ray starseed, there are different type of starseeds, light workers. Go on YouTube and check it out and find more information about you. But you are, forgive me, probably you always knew it, but you are not a human. Your origin is not human, not earthy. You have come here not to, forgive me if you don't like my words, but you have come here not to, he is sitting there reading news in his phone. You are cooking, baking some potatoes, putting some butters on it. This is not the goal of you coming here. The goal of you coming here is to help humanity to awaken. Quantum transition, which is this planet is going through, you have come for that. High priestess, the holder of the deep truth. You sometimes have to forget that you're an earthy woman, and you need to remember your goals you have come here to do. To rise people consciousness. To rise people consciousness. To rise Earth's vibration. to understand, realize, and awaken people for true self. But you forget often to concentrate on your physical self. Uh, Sometimes it needs to be done, but just remember you will be able to function the best if you do take good care of your physical body. Sometimes you heal the world and heal everyone around you, neglecting your own needs. I know very well what it is, I'm doing it. But you need not to please neglect yourself. You are ancient, hybrid, non-earthy soul who came here when a call had been made. So use your gift. What physical areas you can use your gift? Painting, astrology, healing, anything connected with feelings of people, intuition, helping people feel and know their intuition, raising, already said, consciousness. Come and go deep. Buddhism is the only doctrine which tells you go within. Every organized religion, which I consider madness, tells you go outside of yourself. Buddhism is the only one who tells you go within, and you'll find there everything. From telepathy to clairvoyance, from being a psychic to becoming hypnotherapist, regression therapist. Go to Michael Newton Institute. He had the best ever training in life between lives and life before life regressions. You know how this world is created. You have the knowledge. You have to just remember them and use them to do what you have come here for. No one you meet is left unaffected by you. This, my beautiful, is all all I wanted to say. I hope it was useful for you. Thank you very much for being for so many years with me. I hope there will be soon the opportunity for me to continue doing this work. Namaste.